It doesn't end. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to the next video of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This one is going to be a bit of a fetch quest episode. And by fetch quest, if you don't know what that means, it means like instead of doing all the fun like dungeon slaying awesome stuff, there's a few things we have to cover. We just knocked out the Dongo's Cavern. But in order to progress to the next part of the game, there's a few things we need to get or fetch, hence fetch quest. The first thing we're going to do is head over to the graveyard in the village, which we haven't been to yet. But there's something in here that I need. If you notice Link, he's got a sword on his back, but he's missing something that I lost in Dodongo's Cavern. I need a shield. First, let me bust this thing open. I don't know. I was thinking maybe a gold skulltula. Not the case. So this is the graveyard. It features a few things we can do now. One thing we can do much later. First, I want to check my. Actually, I guess I don't need to do that yet. So there's a bit of a mini game here. This guy Dompe, he just walks the graveyard, and he will dig up any soft dirt patch that he comes across if you pay him, like, I think 10 rupees. Somewhere in his path, and it's at complete random, there is a piece of heart. Every time you enter the graveyard, the heart piece resets. So you actually really don't know where it's going to be. We're going to try a couple just to see if we can nail it early on and get lucky. So let's try here. Don't mess around with the graves. I'm Dompe the Gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Let me give you an advertisement for my side business, Dompe the Gravekeeper's heart-pounding grave digging tour. I love this guy. What's going to come out? What's going to come out? When I start digging, we'll find out. It's so funny. I don't know. 10 rupees, one hole. Let's do it. Alright, cool. So we got a red rupee out of that. I'm trying to determine if, like, getting or attempting to get this piece of heart is worth it, because I don't think it makes for good video to just be like waiting for this slow shovel wielding dude in hopes of getting a piece of heart. But I know this one is here, so I kind of want to do it. So if you need to skip ahead, that's fine. I think I'm going to stick with it since we're already like a quarter of the way through the grave. Once I get through the end of this part, I'm going to get our shield, which is also in the graveyard. Let's see. Nope, nothing there. Nope, nothing here. Man, it's like he knows. This is a little bit you kind of have to get him like right when he's in front of it. If you wait too long, he'll get far enough past it that he won't dig, or he won't get anything. What did we get out of that? Blue rupee. Cool. Alright, maybe it's this one. Got a good feeling. Oh, see that gold skull tool up there? Can't get it yet. Can't get it yet. We'll actually get that with the next item we get in the next dungeon. And it's actually going to be the last dungeon. Like, official dungeon of the game. Before we head into temples, which are like glorified dungeons. That's where we're ultimately heading. We won't actually hit it until next video, so if you want to see the video of like the third dungeon, I recommend, you know, either waiting this one out or skipping ahead. I'm gonna try to make sure we get to that dungeon in the next video, but we have a few things to cover in this one. So I know I've been like essentially bad talking this video, and we're only like 4 minutes in, but I realize that you know, the time taken between dungeons, it's not always the most fun thing to watch, but here we are. So I hope everyone's had a good week. I'm just gonna make some small talk while this sad old man just keeps hopping along. Yeah. I mean, in Zelda news, I'm progressing in Link's Awakening. For those just tuning in, I got it for the Switch. I haven't played on the Game Boy before, but now I kind of want to because it's amazing on the Switch. It's got that old school feel, all those old school vibes, and it kind of it's kind of a throwback. And from what I've learned about the game, it really set up a lot of the things that you see, a lot of the tropes that you see in Zelda games nowadays, which is kind of cool. It's literally going to be like the final dirt patch, isn't it? I mean, there's only 2 left, maybe 3. I think just 2 though. It would be that way, wouldn't it? These plants right here, the gravestone by these plants is where we're ultimately heading, because I want you to take one more step. One more step, Dompe. There you go. We're going to get that shield, and then we're going to bounce out of here. Because the next place we need to go, we need the shield. Oh my word. Is it seriously going to be the last one? I mean, it better be. Come on, man. Give me that heart piece. Give me that heart piece. Seriously? Dompe. I don't get it. No? Alright, we'll try the last one, which I'm pretty sure we started here, so maybe we didn't. Maybe we started when he came up. I can't remember, honestly. I don't think we did this one. Sometimes you get lucky and it's like the first one. I think the last time I played this, it was like the first dirt patch, and he dug up a piece of heart. Dompe, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. Oh, wow. Alright. I've never seen this before, because I'm pretty sure, unless like there's something I'm missing where the heart piece thing doesn't happen until you trigger something in the game. I don't know. But that's just so bizarre, because we've literally done every dirt patch on that whole loop. We're going to try this one more time. If not, then I'm sorry, you just wasted the first like 6 minutes of this video watching a video game character dig up dirt for rupees. That's just so weird. Ooh, maybe. See, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I'm not going to complain, but I am going to complain because he definitely did dig up that spot, right? You saw that. I don't know. Anyway, we got it. So now you know. It's literally the last one. So we're going to go ahead and pop down here, and I think this is where our Hylian shield is, and this will last forever. Is it in here? Is it in the next one? I can remember. It's in the little chest, which is weird. I would think something this monumental would be in a big chest, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and equip it. I don't think we can lose it, so that's nice. This should be rather permanent. What did I just do? Let's use the right controls. There we go. Cool. Yeah, we'll save it. Sure, I didn't mean to do that, but what the hey. Alright, let's go ahead and just bomb this thing really quick, because I'm forgetting what's behind it. It's... what is back here? Oh, it's a fairy fountain. We don't need it, but I guess that's good to know. Where's the music? No. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I've got like my volume down a little bit so I don't drown out. It's if you have like the volume up playing while you're recording, it doesn't bode well for audio. I didn't feel like wearing headphones for this game, so there's a fairy fountain there. There's things we can do here later. I think like you can play, it's not Zelda's Lullaby, I think it's like the Song of Time. You can come back here and play that. I don't think we're at that point yet though. I don't think so. In some of my earlier vids I did show you I do have a strategy guide that I've had since I was like a teen. So I did check out a little bit of that before hopping into this video, just because it's like, okay, I sort of know what I need to do next before I get to the next dungeon. But I didn't want to skip anything major. I don't think we need to do that gravestone yet. I don't think so. Anyway, so we're going to head back up Death Mountain. Now that we have our shield, we can actually protect ourselves, and you'll see why in a minute. Why it's so trivial that we have this shield. Metal does a lot better against flaming craters than a wooden shield. So I think by the time we get back up here, it's going to hit daylight again, then maybe another night cycle. The day-night cycle in this game is like weird because depending on what you're doing, I mean it doesn't change, but it seems like it does. But, like I fully expect it to be like daytime already, but whatever. All right, so now that we have bombs, this part is accessible, and I think one of these boulders. So now we can blow up these boulders. So we're gonna go ahead and just knock that out. I'm gonna be a little bit careful because hitting this at the right time can be a little bit tricky. The bombs that you equip. Hey, why didn't I jump? The bombs that you equip, as opposed to picking up, they actually ignite and explode quicker than... What in the world is going on? They blow up quicker than the bombs that you just, like, pick up. So why am I not jumping across? Come on, Link. Third time's a charm. That was weird. There's nothing... Well, alright, so... If you crank up the volume, you might be hearing a cow. You're not just imagining things, there actually is a cow down here. Which just is the funniest thing to me. This poor cow. Like, I don't know how he got down here. But I think he gives you milk. Like, you can use an empty bottle and get some Lon Lon milk, which we haven't been to Lon Lon Ranch yet. No, we haven't. So I won't spoil too much about that. I think we will head there soon, but it's probably gonna be like one of the final things we do before we do like one of the most major game-altering sequences of Ocarina of Time. And this is just, it's brutal. This path. You just have to take it. As long as you see like that big shadow by Link, you know you're about to get pummeled. There we go. I think we might get hit up one more time. Yeah. Up ahead we've got a pretty massive wall that we're going to have to climb. I don't think... I'm trying to remember. They, like, after you beat Dodongo's Cavern, like, they pretty much prompt you to go this way. I can't remember if you have to. Like, there's certain things up here that I know we're going to get that are going to help us out, but I don't remember if it's, like, required that we go up here. But we're going to do it anyway, because there's a fairy fountain. I think there's, at a minimum, a piece of heart and a gold skull tool that we're going to grab while we're up here. We're going to play this carefully, though, because this is a bit of a long climb. If you get hit by one of these, it's just a pain to go back up. So I think we just hit them all, so we should be good. We're just going to climb the rest of the way up. I think we have our owl buddy to talk to. I'm looking forward to that. There he is. Is he gonna? No, he's not. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hop in this area. This is kind of unique because this is Death Crater, and you actually get a peek of one of the entrances to the temples of the game. Can't get to it. There's only so much we can do here because we don't have Fire Tunic yet, so we only have like 40 seconds before we get roasted. But before we get roasted, we're going to try to grab a piece of heart. Yeah, there's a climbable wall right here, and if we go down this way, there should be a little alcove right here. I think this was designed with the intent that you would get it once you're an adult, but with the amount of time you have, you can just get it super easily. It's not really worth trying to get back out. I'm just gonna drop. I'm gonna get burned in the lava and lose what, like, just a single heart. So I'm not gonna sweat that too much, because it's interesting he's not talking to us yet. Because there's a fairy fountain here, and this is, I think, is a special fairy fountain. We should get, I want to say, some kind of power up. But we'll also get healed, so dropping in the lava really didn't matter. This is a great fairy fountain. So, to activate it, I think we just play Zelda's Lullaby. Oopsie. That's not Zelda's Lullaby. C stick up is like not getting along with me tonight. That's fine. There's a lot of creepy things that happen in this game. I think this is like near the top. because the great fairies in this game are just like really, really freaky. Like, I don't know what to make of her. I mean, she appears a lot of places in this game. And she's just a scary woman. I mean, she does power us up, which is great. And we're gonna we're gonna learn a sword technique. But like, seriously, what does she do all day? She just like sits in the fairy fountain, just chilling. I don't know. So we've got full health. So again, dropping the lava really didn't matter. And now we have this ability to do a spin attack where we can charge our sword and then we release the B button and we spin. I don't know if we actually need it though. It's interesting. Like, it's semi-useful in certain areas of the game. I can't talk. It's late. It's been a long week. But I don't think it's required to beat the game. I don't think. But hey. You're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. That one I think we want. So we might actually head over to Hyrule Castle quick. So now we actually have a magic bar, and that's new, and we're going to have that for the rest of the game, that little green bar that just showed up in the top left of the screen. Alright, you know, we're actually going to talk to this clown because we can skip all of the dialogue and then we can actually latch on to its talons and we get this awesome cutscene. This is the only time in the game that it's like, yeah, I like the owl. I just remembered, if we went back to Goron City, there's a few things we can do there now that we have bombs. I'm not going to worry about it. We can like get an increased bomb bag and another piece of heart, probably gold skulltula. I'm not going to sweat it right now, though. So we get dropped off on, like, the highest building in the game, or in the village, which is good because we're going to drop down here and nab another piece of heart. We saw it earlier, hiding by the cow. We've collected 3 pieces, so with one more we'll get another full heart, which will be great. But for now, we're going to get out of the village. We're going to just drop into the castle area real quick to get the next Great Fairy power-up. And then we're going to head to a new area, which is Zora's River, followed by Zora's Domain. And that's going to actually set us up for the next dungeon in the game. Like, the first 2 are pretty easy. The third is... it's not hard. It's just a matter of navigation. So like the first one's extremely linear. Oh boy, we're gonna hit the nighttime circuit before we even hit that drawbridge, aren't we? Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we can make it. I just want to get in. Yeah, sweet. So we don't have to wait a whole cycle to get through to get into the castle. Anyway, so maybe it's just because I've played the first 2 so many times. But the third dungeon, it's going to be interesting. I haven't played it in such a long time. It's not as linear as the first one. The second one does open up a little bit more, but I've got that one memorized pretty well. Third one is, well, we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go ahead and take the little vine route again. And with our handy-dandy bombs... I think we just get it with a bomb. It's just a big old boulder. Yep. We're gonna blow this thing up, and what does this say? Is this dead end? Right. You know, if you see some sort of discolored pattern in a Zelda game, chances are you can either bomb it or hit it with a sword. So we'll get our next fairy fountain and our next power-up. So there's actually, oopsie, there's actually only 3 in the entire game, and we're knocking out the first 2 in this video. The third one, so this one's going to give us, I think, the fire power, which is a really cool ability where you get to, like, slam the ground and a big fireball emerges from your body. The third one, I'm not sure we're even going to bother with because it's not something. It gives you like a warp, so it sets up a first warp point, and then if you're in a dungeon and you just get frustrated and you need to get out quickly, you can set up another one. I've never, like, I've gotten it a few times just for when I do like completion runs of the game when I'm trying to get everything. I honestly can't say that I've ever used it in my entire lifetime of playing this game. And I've played through this game from start to finish a lot. Again, if you're just, just joining us with this video, my history with this game starts back in 2003. I played it a little bit before Wind Waker, but when I purchased Wind Waker as a pre-order from Target, I got the Master Quest edition of this game, and I was like, ah, sure, I'll play it again. And I just fell in love with it. So I've been playing this game almost annually for the past 16 years, at least once a year. This is actually my first time in a couple years. I've kind of taken a couple years off from playing this game, so that's why I chose to go back into this game, because it's been such a long time. So yeah, we got this awesome ability called Din's Fire. I'm not going to use it now because it does use up some magic. Later in the game I will need it. Like, not to the extent of, like, I can't progress without it. I don't think you need any of... I'm going to go and just get busted right now so I can get out of here quicker. Oh, you do? No, you don't lose health. You get the little flashing thing, but you don't lose health. That's interesting. Alright, so now that we have that... Again, didn't need it, but I think... I'm remembering a specific area that I use it. And it might actually be at the graveyard, now that I think about it. We're not going to worry about it right now, though. The next stop is going to be Zoras River. And, oh boy, you know what? I can't leave here. I can't leave here until it's daytime. Well played. Well played. So we're going to go ahead and hop back out to the castle area until it gets daytime, and then I'm going to just scoot back over to Hyrule Field. So we're going to speed ahead a little bit, and I'll see you back out on the field. Alright, so now we're back in business. We're in Hyrule Field. We're heading to a new area, and if you look at the lower left-hand corner of your screen, and I'm trying to remember where my face is, I think it's on the bottom right. So if you look at the bottom left, yeah, you'll notice my rupee count is maxed out. So before I hit up the field, I did stop in a little side alcove right before I hit the drawbridge where all those pots are, and I maxed out on my rupees. There's a reason for that, because up ahead there's a few things that we're going to do before we go into the next area that essentially leads us to the next dungeon. A few collectibles. One of the first things we're going to do is collect a bunch of magic beans. Yes, magic beans. They'll come in handy later because we'll plant them, and much later on in the game. Oh, look at these. Restores our magic. I hate this guy. I hate him. Anyway, the magic beans will come in handy later in the game. There's certain areas where we're going to plant them, and I'll just leave it at that for now. So be patient. This specific video of the series just requires patience, because there's a lot of things you have to do as a child. Like, once you become an adult, things really pick up and become just a lot of fun. It's not that the childhood isn't fun. It's actually a lot of fun. But there's a lot of things you need to do to sort of prepare yourself before you become adult Link. So one of those things is talking to this dude over here, who he's like, alright, I've got some magic beans. They aren't selling very well. How about 10 rupees? And we're like, yeah, sure. And we get some magic beans. And we can plant them on a soft bit of soil, and we're like, hey, how about some more? How about some magic beans? Well, they're not that popular yet. So 20 rupees. Wait, we just bought them for 10, right? Alright, cool. Got any more? And he's like, yup. How about some magic beans? They are getting to be quite popular. It's because we bought like 2. Now it's 30 rupees. So you can see, I think you get up to 10, 9 or 10. and he jacks up the price every time because he's a chump. So we won't actually be able to get them all in this go-round because we will run out of rupees after, or at least enough rupees after one more buy. So we can knock that out really quick. The other thing we're going to do here is another chicken gliding segment. Because there are some things we're going to collect here. One of which is going to be a piece of heart, which will actually get us another full heart if we get it. So that is not a chicken, that's a rock. Let's get the chicken. And we're going to hop across the water. If you get too deep in the water, which a lot of this water around here is, you'll lose the chicken. So we're going to try really hard to make sure that that doesn't happen. There's one of the pieces of heart. I'm trying to remember if we can get to it just by going this way. I think we can. I think there's a second piece of heart though. And we're going to do this. We're going to glide and we're going to drop it. And then we're going to nab it. Yes, sweet. Exactly what we wanted. And I think we still want this chicken, so let's go ahead and grab him. There's another little mini game over here. You can't really see it. It's kind of hard to see, but down in the water, there's a frog. And if you go over there and then you start, and you pull out your ocarina, his buddies come out. There's like 5 frogs. And for every ocarina song you play for the frogs, you get something in return. Right now we only know like what, 2 ocarina songs, so I'm not gonna bother with that whole mini game right now until we have more songs under our belt. I think the final prize is a piece of heart, so it is worth doing. But right now I'm not gonna put too much in it. I think carrying the chicken this way is gonna score us 1 more piece of heart. And there's another gold skull tool close by. Yes, alright, cool. There's actually quite a bit here to grab. We're going to get that. And then if you look down here, we're going to drop, because I think this is shallow water. Yep, alright. Gold skull tool. There might be one more we can get. Can we grab the chicken once more? This chicken's being like super useful. Thanks, chicken. Although I don't think we can. I think it's deep water here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to remember if we can actually get the other gold skull tool. Oh, and it's about to be daytime anyway, so. Don't. Maybe not. But the good thing about this area right here is it's a good way to get rupees again. It's a fast way to get out of this area. Unfortunately, we have to go back. But it is a good way to get rupees, which obviously you need because the next purchase is going to be 60. These are super popular magic beans, so let's go ahead and grab those. We're going to want them all. I don't know if we're going to use them all. I don't know if I can remember where they all go. There's a dirt patch here, but I honestly don't think we need it. So I'm not going to plant. It's these dirt patches right here to my left. When you see those in the game, that's where you plant the bean patches, and then when you become an adult, they grow. But I think I have everything I need, at least for this point in the game, in this area. Again, there's the frog mini game, but we're not going to bother with that right now. I'm going to wait until I have more Ocarina songs. I'm just going to kind of scooch over here. It's a pretty strong current, so you have to be careful, because if you fall in the water in the wrong spot, you're just hang on for the ride, man. So the next area, this is Zora's River. We're actually approaching Zora's domain, which is behind the waterfall that we saw earlier. And it's one of my favorite areas just because it's peaceful. Like, there's nothing in this area that can hurt you. The music is just real chill, but here, let's I think it's Zelda's Lullaby. Why is my C up stick not working? So this should get us in, I think. I hope. Yes. So somehow that magical Ocarina music makes the water flow slow down a bunch, which is good for us because there's a chicken in there. That's great. I just adore this area. If I could live, if the Zelda world was real, I'd just hang out here like all the time, assuming the music was also playing. So this is Zora's domain, and this will ultimately lead us to the next dungeon. There's a couple things we need to do before we get there, and then once we're done that, we will be done with this video. The first thing I need is to equip some branches, because we've got some torch lighting to do. So that's King Zora. There's nothing we can really do with him right now. We need something first. First things first, we're going to light these torches. And this is a lot harder than the torch lighting we've done in the past, because the distance between each torch is a lot further, which means there's a greater chance you're going to run through your fire stick. Alright, there's that one. And then I think we just have to hug the wall and hope our stick doesn't burn out. Good. I think we hit them all, or we're about to hit them all. There's that one, and that. Oh, what did we miss? What did we miss? We missed one. And our stick's about to burn out. That's okay. We'll backtrack and figure out which one we missed. We got that one. Yeah. What's down here? It's just another way down to this area. Did we miss one? It's weird. I feel like we got them all though. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time. Got that one. And then we hug the wall. Honestly, trying to remember, like, is there one more that we need? Got that one. There we go. That's exactly what I did the first time. This game is weird sometimes. I don't know. What is in here, though? I think it's a... Is it a piece of heart? Honestly, I can't remember. Yeah, it is a piece of heart. A lot of collectibles in this video. There's one more thing we need to do before we talk to King Zora. We might just talk to him real quick just so we get some context before we just start progressing through the next area of the game. Well, I'll let him do the talking, and then we're going to dive for some rupees, and then... well, you'll see. So we're going to talk to the king. Oh, my dear sweet Princess Ruto, where has she gone? I'm so worried. So that's it. Forgot it was like, that was it. Yeah, Zelda games of the past are so weird because they don't hold your hand. Like, if that's all I had to go off of, then it would be like, alright, what's going on? So we're going to go over here and play this little diving game. That will help us out. Diving game 20, oh, jeez. 20 rupees and I have 8. So that means two things. One, I don't have enough rupees, and two, once I do, I have to get the diving game down, like, on my first try. What is that up there? Is that like a beehive? Will it give us rupees? Useless. Cool. Alright. What a waste of time that was. Jeez. Alright, there are... I don't want to have to leave this area, but I might have to. There are some pots here that are giving us a total of nothing. Great. Wonderful. I'm going to get some rupees, and then I'm going to come back here. Stay tuned. Alright. Took me a little bit, but I got my rupees. I would have liked to have gotten 40, because it's been a while since I've done this diving game, but... I'm hoping this won't cause even more editing to this video. We're going to pay this guy 20 rupees. We're going to try to nab all of the rupees that he throws, which, what if it's 20? That'd be weird. Alright. We're gonna toss them down. We gotta collect them in the amount of time that he gives us, limited amount of time. This is a pretty cool little thing where Link dives, and I love it. It's just a really cool animation. It's like one of the only spots in the game where it's you just take a deep plunge, and it's just cool. Here we go. It's very I got one right off the bat. It's very like Assassin's Creed, and this was long before Assassin's Creed was ever a thing. So we got to just collect these rupees. No big. We actually have a good bit of time, so we should be quite all right. I have one left and like half a minute to do it, so cool. Good, good, good. And we get to keep the rupees, so even if we screwed that up, we'd get another shot. So we're gonna head back up. A lot of backtracking. We are gonna head back up and get the special thing that this dude wants to give us for completing the little diving game. And it's something we need. We can't progress the game without it, so we're absolutely going to head back up here. We're going to skip the king again, because he is just full of worry for Princess Ruto. Alright, what a graceful dive. Now please take this. It's a scale of our kind. With it you can dive much deeper under the water, which is pretty cool. Jump into the water and press A, you can dive deeper than you could before. I don't know if it like shows up on you. I don't think it does. Anyway, we're gonna hop down here again, and you see that little spot right there. We're actually gonna dive down into it with our new scale, and it's gonna take us out to Lake Hylia, which we have not been to yet. Which unfortunately we are kind of missing, like the extravagant cutscene, which we might get later. I can't remember. Lake Hylia is huge. It's one of the bigger parts of the game, but we're just here for this bottle. This bottle is of most importance to us. We're gonna grab it, and it's like literally the deepest point we can get to with the scale, but we got it. Empty bottle, put something inside with it. What? Something's already inside. So let's just quick head back over here. This is our quick, easy way back to Zora's domain. We're almost done with this video, I promise. You've been so patient, and I'm so thankful. Let's go ahead and head back up this way. First, let's equip that bottle. Curious to see what's in it. Huh? It looks like there is something already inside this bottle. It's a letter. Help. Whoop. Kind of skipped it. It said, "Help me, I'm trapped inside of Jaboon." And it's from Princess Ruto. P.S. Don't tell my father. So the very first thing we're obviously going to do is tell your father, because why not? But again, like, you know, these early Zelda games, they did zero hand-holding. There's like nothing on the map highlighted of where you should go. You just had to figure this nonsense out. So we're gonna present it to this guy. This letter, it's from Princess Ruto. Alright, so yeah, we got some text here. What happens next is, in my mind, more disturbing than what's the dude's name who did the dance in like 2 videos ago? Daruto, I forget his name. The king of the Gorons. This is arguably worse than that dance. So he's talking about Ganondorf. Lord Jabu Jabu is green, been looking a little greener on the gills. Of course, you'll go find Ruto. You can pass through here to Alto. He's going to move out of the way so we can go. But it takes forever. So watch, this is just... we get to keep a bottle, so that is the perk of this horrifying thing that's about to happen. But here we go. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately, Zora. It doesn't end. Like, seriously, some development head at Team Zelda was like, we're just gonna really troll the players with this part because it is just, it's just so weird. Okay, one last thing I just remember we need to do, and that is we're not gonna get anywhere in the next video without a fish. So we're gonna take one more dive, so that way we can really just devote our next video to the dungeon. We've done a lot in this video, so I thank you for those who've stuck around to watch this one. There's some fish over here we're gonna catch on. We're gonna need it. We've got a pretty crazy dungeon up ahead, and then after that dungeon, it's not going to be much longer. We'll probably have one more fetch quest video after that, and then the game really takes off. So, if you want to see what the fish is used for, stick around for the next video. I guess I'll use this time as we head back up for like the 18th time to tell you a little bit about the channel. We're still pretty young. I've been at this for... we're coming up on close to 2 years, but it's been slow going with the traffic. So, which I realize. I mean, again, this is just for me. This is fun. But you know, I think if I'm being honest with myself, I would love to see this channel hit 100 subs. So if you like the video, hit the subscribe button below the screen that you're watching. That would help my channel out a bunch. Also hit the like button. That just lets me know that, hey, people are watching and they like the video. This next area is Zora's Fountain, and this will be the area that we tackle in the next video. If you like the channel, be sure to check out like the other videos. There's other playthroughs that I do from start to finish. Mario 64, Prince of Persia, Crash Bandicoot, Resident Evil 4. There's a couple personal speedruns I've done on this channel, so just, you know, check it out, peruse it, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Comment below, and I usually comment back. There's also a Facebook page that's in the link for that Facebook page is in the description below, so check that out. Link is tired, so am I, so until next time, see ya.